Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to a new video on my channel. As you can see from the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about the reason why I chose to come to the University of Alabama. And a lot of questions, not just like from YouTube, but just like from people all around, like in general, why I chose this school. Rep in my school, backstory of how I chose a school, like why I came here, and all those things, just so everyone will know why I made the decision that I made. Dial it back to freshman year. So freshman year, I know that I oftentimes had the idea that I was gonna go somewhere in like California or somewhere that was out of the South, because that was my whole goal. Like I was like, for college, I gotta get out of the South. I have to leave, I have to be gone. Like that was just my whole goal. Of my dream school was UCLA. And in order to get into UCLA, you have to have really, really nice test scores. Like you have to be like a star student from like the 6th grade. Like you have to be on top of your stuff. And 9th grade, like my freshman year in high school, I kind of like messed around a lot. So my GPA suffered, obviously. And that started to become more of a fantasy instead of a reality. So I realized that maybe UCLA wasn't the best option. As I progressed, I started looking into other schools, and I didn't really like focus on college until I want to say my junior year. Like that's college year when you should like have an idea like where you want to go, start your college applications, all that stuff. I took my ACT and SAT and I did pretty well on those. I could have done a lot better if I would have like spent more time studying, but I did pretty well for taking it like twice. I only took it twice. You need to study for those tests. Any advice for me? Study for the SAT and ACT, because it's very crucial. Because you can get scholarship money, and it'd be so nice if you could leave college debt-free. And I remember sending out applications to, I don't remember exactly how many schools, but I sent one to Auburn. Like I stayed pretty southern because my parents were like, the practicality of me moving up north would just like, it'd be harder for me to like fly back and forth and like move all of my things with me, and it was just a lot of like, we had to make sure it was like logical for me like to go to college somewhere that wasn't too far from home, but also was far enough to where I could feel like I was in college. Senior years, when decisions started coming out, you started finding out like what school you were going to. Because I remember I was sitting down in class and I had gotten an email from University of Cincinnati, which was my dream school for a few months, and I got in and I was like, I got into college, like this is crazy. Screaming, I ran out in the hallway, called my parents. Such a great feeling like knowing you got to university, and I was like, oh my god, this is awesome, I'm going to Cincinnati, this is perfect, we need to go tour it, let's see it some more, I gotta go to the school. Parents went up for, it was a Bearcat brunch or something because it's Cincinnati Bearcats. So we went up there and I did not like the school at all. I was trying to force myself. I was like, you know what, Tyler, like, this is your dream school, you want to go here so badly, it's in the north, like it's out of the south, this is what you want. It's not even north, like Midwest, but still, not Midwest, like yeah, the north. And I was like, I really like, I want to love this school. Like I tried to force myself. My parents were being supportive, even though they didn't really like it either, but they were still like, just listening to me, being like, it's okay, like, we can adjust. And I tried my best to force myself to really like the school, but wasn't cutting it. Interesting ride back home, because I was still like in a stage of like forcing myself to believe that I loved the school, and I just did not at all, which was a really awkward feeling because I knew that I didn't like it. My parents knew I didn't like it. It was just very weird, and I was like, well dang, now what? Because I had originally gotten into Alabama first, and just being completely honest, I didn't want to fully come to Alabama because of all the stereotypes I'd heard. Like it's racist, homophobic, sexist, all those things. I heard all those stereotypes. Even people I went to school with were like, I couldn't see you at Bama, and all these things. And I was just really like nervous, and I was just scared and conscious about coming to Alabama because of all the stereotypes. And I was thinking, am I going to fit in? Am I going to like thrive here? I had come, there was another orientation. There was the Cincinnati orientation, and then there was the Bama orientation. And I went to Bama's orientation, I want to say I went to Bama's orientation before Cincinnati's. So in the back, like during the Cincinnati trip, I was just thinking about Alabama because let me tell you, this is one of the nicest campus, this is one of the nicest campuses like in the nation. One of the most beautiful universities I've ever seen. I was just so like shocked at how nice everything was. the layout, the people just looked so ecstatic to be there. They were all like, come to our school, come to our school, like giving me information. Like the admissions board was very aggressive with sending emails and messages and just updates. They were just very on top of their game, and people notice that when you want to go to school. It's like I came to Bama Bound, which is the orientation, and just being here was like, wow, like I really like the school. And in the back of my mind, I'm still telling myself, Cincinnati, 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 Cincinnati. Like I cannot come to Bama. Like that'll be so embarrassing. I just can't come here. And I would continue to tell myself that. It was just very like conflicted emotions I was having. Like stereotypes I can't go, and Cincinnati is like so liberal and different, and I needed to be in that environment. Right? So my family are huge Alabama fans, so I've known about this school since I was about 4 years old. I want to say, like I've known about this school for a very long time. Like I've been to games, I've watched it on TV. I've always known about the University of Alabama, so it's kind of like, it was also a family thing. Like I have a few family members that also graduated, like they attended the school and graduated, and I've always known about the school, and I like know the history of the school, and I've just kind of followed it throughout the years. So when I did decide to come here, it kind of was a level of comfort because it was a place I was very familiar with and a school I was very familiar with. So it made me feel like everything's gonna be okay. I thought that I was going to Cincinnati from December to about April. In the back of my mind was always Bama, but I thought I was coming to Cincinnati from December to about April. And I just had to accept the fact that I don't want to pay all that money for an out-of-state school that I did not feel passionate about. I feel like in the college choosing process, you have to be very comfortable and you have to love your school. You can't pay that much money to just barely like it or just want to go there just because you like the idea of it. You have to be 100% in love with the university, and I truly fell in love with Alabama. Like the people here are so sweet and everything is just so different. Going to Cincinnati, that I just did not like the school itself. And I was like, okay, you know what? I want to go to Alabama. I thought about it like long nights, would like be up just thinking about where I want to spend my next 4 years. And I was like, you know what? I want to go to the University of Alabama. Like I saw my roommates and I moved into my dorm and all that stuff. It was just like a lot that I was processing. I was like, I'm actually going to Alabama. But also in the back of my mind, I'm also like thinking about how nervous I am about the stereotypes that circulated the school. So I'm a little nervous still, like still being a little cautious. And I start meeting people before we get here, so I like have some friends coming into school. But as I got here, it was completely all on me. Like I didn't know anyone, and I had to go out and venture myself. And that's when I started noticing that all the stereotypes about Bama are just BS in a sense, because honestly, you're gonna find racism, like homophobic people, sexist people, like xenophobic people. You're gonna find that at every school you go to. And just because I go to a southern school does not mean that there's going to be like more racism. There's not more of it. It's like that at every university. Like I can say for myself, for my first year here, for my first freshman, like my first semester, I really enjoyed Alabama. I ran across like some ignorant people, but like I said, you're gonna find that everywhere you go. Great group of people that I've met here and people that support me. I met some really cool people that I think I'm gonna be friends with for a very long time. So I love my decision. I love this school. I couldn't see myself anywhere else. And that's basically like why I chose this school, because it has such like a long history for me, and I've just like grown up with the school. And I personally, like, I love this school. I couldn't see myself anywhere else. With me, like, telling my college decision story, have in mind that when you're picking your college or you're choosing your university, don't really listen to what other people have to say, because in the long run, you're the one that's gonna have to attend the university for however long you're gonna be there for. And letting someone else's idea or perception of your school is only gonna hurt you in the end. So just try to alienate all other things, all other thoughts, and just do what you want to do. Don't let other people influence your final decision. You choose your school based off of you liking it, not because other people don't like it or because other people like it. If you like the school, that's all that really matters, because you're the one that's gonna have to sit there and attend that school for 4 years and pay the money to go to that school for 4 years. So at the end of the day, it's all up to you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. You can give it a nice thumbs up if you did, and feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more college videos so you guys can really get the inside scoop. And if you like more videos like this about me talking about like my specific university, let me know, and I'll see you guys later.